Well, Raptor fans, they get close again. Lose 105-103 in Cleveland and are now down 3-0 in the series to the Cavaliers. And any glimpse of hope that we had left with this loss today and how heartbreaking it was, this team just can't make a clutch shot, We'll break down this game in a second here, but if you guys have realized, I'm not in my same humble home, and I'm at my girlfriend's house. Her birthday, was her birthday party was today, so I had to come and surprise her and all that kind of stuff. That's what these puppies are for here. But like I said, Raptors lose 105-103, and we'll get to the big story in this game in a little bit, because it's something I don't think a lot of Raptor fans were expecting going into the game, but as the game developed, we kind of saw it coming a mile away. First off, the Raptors, we've been used to seeing them start games well and then fizzle out. Today was the opposite. Raptors stuck 5 after the first quarter, only giving up 24, but you only score 19. And, second quarter, nothing different really happens. It just gets worse. Raptors stuck 10 in that second quarter. So at the half, you're stuck 15. Not a spot you want to be in, down 2-0 on the road. But this team does show some fight. They come out in the third quarter and they come out flying. They make some big shots. They really claw their way back, and it's down to like 8. And I'm like, all right, let's get it going. Let's keep this ball rolling. But nope, Cleveland gets back on a run. They call a timeout, and there goes that. Back up to 11. Back into double digits, and the Raptors were +1 in that third quarter, but still down 14 after 3. And then we move to the fourth quarter. Once again, they come out flying in the fourth quarter. They cut the lead like crazy. They get it down to 5 early on in the fourth quarter, and we're like, okay, there's still like 7-8 minutes to go. This team can do it. And then they started matching basket for basket with the Cavaliers, and it just, with LeBron James on the other side, and the guy's nuts. But the Raptors had some chances. We saw it in Game 1. Now, it wasn't to that extent, obviously, but the way they've lost the Game 1 and Game 3, they're that close, but they can't beat LeBron and the Cavs. No matter what team they throw on the floor, no matter what team we throw on the floor, it seems to just happen that way. Raptors won the fourth quarter by 12, 38-26, but it was too little too late. The team overall didn't shoot the ball awful. For the most part in the fourth quarter, that was really the only quarter they shot the ball well. They ended up shooting 47% from the field, 39% from 3, which is a very good number. Held Cleveland under 10 three-pointers made. Raptors made 13. Great job there. 20-25 from the free throw line. We were +5 on the glass. We were doubling. We doubled them on the offensive glass. That tells you right there. This team was trying to work it on the glass, but the problem, only 14 assists, the ball wasn't moving enough, because the team did shoot 47%, but the ball was not humming around. They was stuck a lot, and when we think about the ball sticking, who do you think of? You think of DeMar DeRozan, a lot of ISO ball, and now I understand that doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, the ball stops, and it doesn't move, and he just dribbles it and tries to take a tough shot. Speaking of DeMar DeRozan, speaking of the starting lineup for the Raptors, we had a feeling they were going to shake things up. Casey said that he was going to try something different. And you have OG, you got DeRozan, you got JV, you got Lowry, and Fred VanVleet got the start in the game. Now, Fred VanVleet, as much as his points were a little iffy, and he was 1 of 7 from 3, and since he's clearly not well, he's clearly still hurting. He's not feeling the greatest. He was a +14 on the floor, however. That's why he was out there for so long. But in the end, he didn't shoot the ball well enough, and he had a couple big shots down late. We saw it in Game 1, and now we've seen it in Game 3. He's had some big shots, and he's missed them, and it's probably eaten him up inside. He also caused a turnover late in the game. But the big story, and I'll get to it now, DeMar DeRozan does not play a single minute in the fourth quarter. Now, a lot of Raptor fans not looking at the stat line, not watching the game, and not being like, what the heck? What's Coach Casey thinking? Well, in 28 minutes, DeMar only had 8 points, 4 boards, a couple of assists, couple steals, couple blocks. That's nice and all. But he was 3 of 12 from the field, 25%. He didn't take a 3. He was 2 of 2 from the line. And the problem, he was a minus 23 when he was on the floor. That is ridiculous. The next worst guy is, I'm looking here, Lowry at a minus 6. That tells you how bad DeMar DeRozan was when he was on the floor. And I got to give Casey credit for not playing DeMar in that situation because of how bad he was playing. Now, people are going to say, well, it's your All-Star, you got to live and die with him. Well, when he was playing that bad, what are you going to do? Because the thing is, guys, the crazy thing about sports is that, okay, he took him out and they lost. If they won, they'd say it's a genius move. But they lost, people are going to say, well, DeMar DeRozan, he's your best player, why don't you have him out there? And let's say he was out there and he kept playing the way he was. People would say he's a huge issue. No pleasing people. I think Casey did the right move. He was one of the only guys on the floor that really had an awful night. Lowry was terrific. 27 points and 7 assists. He shot the ball with huge confidence, 9 of 13 and 4 of 8 from 3. He was terrific out there. But an OG was great with 18. JV with another double-double. Miles with 13. Ibaka 11 points, 8 boards, and he fouled out, and he didn't even start. So, Raptor fans, I mean, I don't know what to say, really. Cleveland fans, look, you guys got to be happy. I mean, the Raptors are just making things look, they're making themselves look silly out there. And now we're down to possibly our final game of the season. Now, as a Raptor fan, I want to see them push it to Game 5, but I mean, you're still playing in a place that you've never won a playoff game. No matter how close today's game was, you still lost. And you're still down 3-0 to the King. And something that wasn't really hurting this team earlier on in the series in the first 2 games, but it was in the Washington series, kind of crept back in again. 17 turnovers for the Toronto Raptors. Not good enough at all. You give a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers extra time, you get a stop, you come up the floor, and you give it away. You give them another opportunity. You can't be giving the ball away that much. You saw in the first 2 games, Cleveland, I don't know if they made 10, I don't know if they caused, 10 turnovers combined in both games. They were efficient, they were careful, they made their shots, and they were great. The Raptors today weren't good enough. As much as they were close, they shot the ball all right. Turnovers killed them. DeRozan killed them. And it was just too I liked the fight late in the game, but it was too little too late. And it sucks. It really does. And it's breaking my heart to watch this team play so well in the regular season, get through Washington in 6, and once again crumble to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It breaks my heart every time it happens. But Raptor fans, this could be our last one. And, that's going to do it for this one, you guys. You guys enjoyed the video, and you guys are as disappointed as I am. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game. Where did the guys go wrong? You think it was just Cleveland overmatching the Raptors? What'd you think of DeMar DeRozan out there? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you think Coach Casey made the right move in not playing him in the fourth quarter? Because they were rolling in the fourth. They played great, and he wasn't on the floor. Tells you right there was some issue going on there. I want to hear what you guys have to say. We'll talk to you guys this upcoming Tuesday podcast edition. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Also, Twitter is down there, guys. Go follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. And I'll talk to you guys, Jays edition, very shortly in the same location as the Jays lost again to the Tampa Bay Rays. They lost the series now. They've been on a real tough slide as of late. We'll talk to you guys then, and we'll talk to you. Look at that dog in the background. Gotta love him. All right, and we'll talk to you guys, Raptors edition. Game 4, Monday night, 8:30 tip-off in Cleveland. It could be the last game of the season for the Toronto Raptors, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens. And as Raptor fans, I guess we just hope and pray that we live to play another game. We'll talk to you guys then.